Hey, yo, dude, let's play What If. You might say that's a stupid thing for adults to do, but meh. If you're clicking on internet videos, I bet you've got a little time to kill anyway, right? I'll go first. What if love grew? What if altruism seeded and took the steering wheel in people's minds? All of human intelligence working not to profit at each other's expense, grow up to be a desperate housewife or emulate the Jersey Shore, but to actually be cool to each other. You know, man, peace on earth. I think there's nobody who doesn't want that. A world where you could leave your car unlocked no matter what street you parked on. A world where all boys and girls grew up happy and confident and secure. A world where we're not all, in one way or another, nursing our wounds from the past. We all want it, but we don't have it, do we? Why not? It could be from a lack of effort. It could be because that kind of world simply can't exist. It could be a matter of, some other throat noise. Or, what if we're all trapped by the way we think? What if it's our beliefs about life that keep us all in a life we don't want? And a way out is to put those beliefs on hold, loosen up for a bit, and open up to being asked, what if life is actually? Because not too far from where you are right now, there's a basically good dude. He doesn't commit serious crimes and is usually pretty nice to his family and coworkers. Most of the time. He doesn't like snapping, but he's just so drained because he can't relax. He can't just sit down and enjoy the little, actual things the day gives him because he's harassed by these nagging fears. This guy and this guy are making it, and I'm not. They're succeeding and gaining recognition for their talents. They are somebody. I'm a nobody, and I'm running out of time. Who wouldn't be a bit jumpy? But one day, suddenly he's like, all right, enough, and shifts his filter to finally let in the thought stream that asks, what if it's a moot point? You think that these things, somebody's ability to do something gnarly and the people who think they're hip because of it, are somehow extensions of their essence, or are intrinsic to the person. Why? You're just born with it, or an idea pops into your head or something. Treat them as they are, as gifts. If someone wins the lottery, you don't say, oh, they're so much better than me. You say, look at what they were given, or they got lucky. But what we call luck has more in store for us than you could possibly guess. Good things are on the way. Just don't stress about the timing. What if we're not the only ones looking out for our careers? You see things as successes and failures and as steps forward and back. Why? What if we've been looking at it sideways and they're really navigations? Steered by the basic forces of the universe to stealthily bring us down the very complex but counterintuitive route to freeing our minds. What if all these concepts, legitimacy, competition, that hold you hostage turn out to be illusions? The scarcity that they all bank on doesn't exist. Maybe just take a deep breath every once in a while. Hey, did you notice your kids are playing in the backyard? Or one of the big guys who has made it, has found all kinds of material success, who built an empire and came out on top, but is still anxious and lonely. Dad always said, there's not enough to go around. If not in words, then in actions. To have a future, you have to make a future and become one of the few at the top. But, in a momentary lapse of being sure that that's just the way it is, he tunes into the voice that's been asking, what if happiness has no material access fee? What if those little things that everyone can do, sharing whatever advantages you do have with someone, trusting life and going with the flow, giving your mom a call, easing up on the old self-importance, setting a good example, what if those little lifts those things give you point the way to the greatest untapped well of happiness in the known universe? Yeah, maybe not right away, you gotta work at it, but believe me, man, this is where you want to invest. There's a time when it hits you that people your age, even those who were a few classes below you in high school, are really starting to go. And you begin to think about them, your friends, and all the things you wish you could do again. Are they really gone? Those faces that seemed so alive, and who graciously walked the surface of this weird planet with you. Have they dissipated, never to smile or be seen by anyone ever again? Or maybe someone's thoughts turn to her grandchildren, and will they forget her? And will she never get to see them grow, to have grandchildren of their own? And then the loneliness of death sets in. And the why. Why should obscure physical processes, aging and time, have more power than the love I have for these people I won't get to stay with? But haven't you heard it? There's this little thing in our heads that keeps asking, what if there's no such thing as death? What if? There's a power in that. There's a power for people in being asked to re-envision their present and themselves. What if you, despite what your head may have told you, are not a loser? You're unique, irreplaceable, and at the center of more love than you can possibly imagine. You're a level 100 Pokemon, man. What if we've been using ourselves backwards? It seemed like a simple equation. The things you want plus pursuit plus achievement equals happiness. But the X factor, the unknown, is that our internal design functions so that putting the needs of others first, who are they, what do they need, how can I be kind to them, opens up the internal channels so that we can finally circulate that happiness we all want alongside our life and liberty. What if that helping others became the battery that drove our society, like switching our hearts from running on fossil fuels to clean, renewable energy? What if, like Fortune 500 companies now crave profit, powerful organizations instead were obsessed with bringing happiness, fulfillment, and dignity to the lives of strangers? What if Emanuel Swedenborg was right? What if Raymond Moody's interviewees were spot on and the very fabric of the universe knows us and wants to give us a high five? What if life is not meaningless, not hopeless? What if other people are conduits to our happiness, not barriers? What if life is not going to end? What if your crazy, out of control human experience is actually a fine-tuned masterpiece? What if life is actually kind of cool? Okay, your turn.